Rather than watching the whole of Module 1 as one video, it is broken down into 5 parts. Part 1 is the introduction, looking at the overview of the 3 modules, the mission, course goals, who the course is for, and research material used, as well as the introduction to Module 1, the learning objectives, and the resources and handouts. The length of this video is 11 minutes. Welcome to the ADHD Education and Empowerment Series. Did you know that over 400 million children and 200 million adults worldwide have been diagnosed with ADHD? According to the World Health Organization's figures for 2023, it is estimated that ADHD affects around 5% of children and 2.5% of adults. Each of these individuals, along with their families, face unique challenges that can profoundly affect their daily lives. If you or someone you love is part of this community, you're not alone. Welcome to the ADHD Education and Empowerment Series. My name is Debbie Thompson, founder of ADD-Vantage, where we dedicate ourselves to educating and supporting not only those with ADHD, but also their families and professionals who work with them. You might be here because you or someone you love has been diagnosed with ADHD. I understand the whirlwind of emotions you're feeling, relief mixed with anxiety, hope tinged with uncertainty. As a mother of 2 incredible children who were diagnosed with ADHD later in life at 15 and 25, I've lived through this frustration of if onlys. If only we had known sooner, if only we had understood better, if only we could have eased their path a little more, especially their self-esteem and self-worth. These personal experiences, combined with my professional background as a high school teacher and counselor, have shown me the critical gaps in post-diagnosis support and information. Too often, families leave these diagnosis meetings with more questions than answers, armed with little more than a prescription. In addition, seeing the effects of untreated ADHD on both my children and students highlighted the desperate need for more than just medication, the need for understanding, support, and effective management strategies. In fact, 4,000 respondents to a study in Attitude magazine said they received little expert information about the treatment options beyond medication. And this is why I started this series, to move beyond medication, to educate, support, and empower. While I don't come from a medical background, I've had years of being in the trenches, seeing my children struggle and the effect it had on our family. My journey has allowed me to work with, collaborate, and learn from numerous experts in the field, gaining insights that are both evidence-based and grounded in real experience. This series is built from that knowledge, organized, accessible, and practical. There are 3 modules in this series. Each module is about an hour long, split into manageable segments of 20 minutes. This structure allows you to engage with the content at your own pace and in a way that fits your schedule and meets your needs. It is designed so that it covers information that the newly diagnosed want to ask about but don't even know what to ask, and for the families and guardians who support them. Our goal is to improve not just the knowledge but the quality of life, transforming the lives of those living with ADHD and their families and communities by offering the knowledge and tools necessary for effective ADHD understanding and management. It's not about a cure, but about empowering each person to navigate their unique journey with ADHD more effectively and live happy and fulfilled lives. Thank you for trusting me on your journey. Together, let's explore, learn, and empower ourselves to navigate the complexities of ADHD with confidence and support. The mission is to reduce the stigma around ADHD by promoting education, fostering understanding, and empowering those with ADHD to thrive. I want to help make the ADHD experience feel more normal and accepted, and for people to know they are not alone, they are not flawed, and there is nothing wrong with them, and there are things that they can do to make things better so that they can thrive. The goal of the course is to help individuals with ADHD and their families gain knowledge and take control of their journey, by making informed decisions and using effective strategies. ADHD, if properly managed, can be a huge asset. There are so many people with ADHD who have achieved remarkable success in various fields, and they wouldn't trade their ADHD despite the challenges. However, when ADHD is not properly managed, it can be a real disadvantage and can result in significant poor long-term outcomes. For example, challenges in education and employment, poor physical health, higher rates of accidents, obesity, and sleep issues, which overall lead to a reduced quality of life across various domains. The social and economic burden of ADHD in Australia is estimated at $20 billion. So, who is this course for? It's really for anyone who has ADHD and everyone whose lives have been touched by ADHD, parents, family, partners, and friends of someone with ADHD, or perhaps a teacher or healthcare professional. If you've done any research, you will know there's a huge amount of information available, and I know this can be very confusing. While I've aimed to cover a broad spectrum, it's important to recognize that this course doesn't capture every aspect or the full complexity of ADHD. It's designed to provide a comprehensive overview without substituting for a medical diagnosis or management. This course is broken into 3 modules, which will cover many of the important topics related to ADHD. Think of it as a knowledgeable introduction, giving you a strong base in understanding ADHD so you can build on this. The course has 3 modules, and in the first one, we'll be covering what ADHD is, looking at executive function, the types of ADHD symptoms, causes, and how common it is. In the second module, we'll look at why diagnosis is so hard and some of the more common coexisting conditions, from anxiety through to rejection sensitivity. And in the third module, we'll be looking at the different treatments, tips, and strategies to help manage ADHD, from medication through to sleep and diet. This series distills the key insights from many medical studies, reports, and websites. But most importantly, the Australian Evidence-Based Clinical Practice Guideline for ADHD from May 2022. This is the latest information recognised and used by medical professionals. This ensures that the series provides evidence-backed, trustworthy content on managing and understanding ADHD. Another thing I wanted to address up front is about the length of the course, and especially for ADHD brains. While some videos on YouTube offer quick tips and many not scientifically backed up on managing ADHD, this condition requires a deeper dive to fully understand and address its complexities. This course covers everything from neuroscience behind ADHD to strategies for enhancing executive function and well-being. As a result, it's comprehensive, ensuring you not only apply effective strategies, but also understand the reasons behind them. I'm an educator and a counselor and do not provide any advice, diagnosis, or treatment. The information I offer is for informational purposes only and is not intended to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your doctor or other qualified health professional with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. So let's start learning about ADHD. So the learning objectives for Module 1 are first to look at what ADHD is, what it feels like, and the myths around ADHD. Then we'll look at neurodivergent versus neurotypical, what ADHD is and is not, the executive function, neurotransmitters, the 3 different presentations of ADHD, and the missed signs of ADHD, what causes it, how common it is, and then a wrap-up and summary. With Module 1, there are 3 resources available which you've been given access to and which you should have while you complete this module. Firstly, the Module 1 handout, which summarizes the Module 1 content. This is a PDF, and this is what it looks like. Secondly, the activity sheet, which you'll be prompted to complete during the module. You can complete it online or by hand, whatever suits you. Each question has a number, so it should be easy to follow. There are some questions that might need a bit of reflection and take time to do, so it's best to pause the video and complete them. The reason for asking you to reflect and answer questions during this course is that research shows that it helps you to understand and remember the material better and makes learning more interactive and meaningful if you do so. Thirdly, there's a resources sheet, which gives you useful websites, books, podcasts, which you can deep dive into various topics. It's a PDF with clickable links.